Ooh, that's okay though, because using your wall is pretty dang bad for her, because now she doesn't have it, it gives us a better opportunity to fight. Wow, I can't believe that they tried that. What on earth was that? Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we are playing some Yone mid into a Katarina. This Katarina is AD Katarina, and she should probably be able to beat us early on. Because Yone is not the easiest to play early game. He kind of scales really well. He's like similar to Yasuo, where he's a crit champion, where his passive is that you get double the amount of crit when you buy crit, but you normally don't buy crit as a first item, so it takes some time to be able to like get what you need. But we have a Q that's basically considered an auto attack, so that can crit, and every third Q, when you land it onto something, Q3 is a knock-up, which also dashes you forwards. Your W is this wide sweep that hits people and does percent damage, but it's mostly for the shield, I would say, is usually the main reason of using it. And then like right here, if I shield and then I do like an auto attack into a Q, then I just back away. I made it so if she did want to Shenpo in to like hit me, she couldn't. So that like makes it a little bit easier. But she wants to do very short electrocute trades and then back away over and over again. That's just how how they're gonna function in lane. And then meanwhile, we try to get lethal tempo up and get Q3 up, because if we can do it correctly, then we can sometimes out-trade them. Like, for instance, right there, I landed my W, so I did get the shield, so when she did hit me with Q, it didn't really deal that much. But as you can see, it still slightly, like, put us in, like, not the best position ever. I'm just gonna shield myself again. That did hit her again for about 61 damage, which isn't that bad. I'm gonna pop my potion, because honestly, she still might try to play kind of aggressive onto me. Our E is a dash move, and not only is it a dash, but you'll, like, leave your body behind that you have to go back to no matter what, and it's similar to Zed, where you store the amount of damage that you deal onto them, and then at the end, you will snap back to your body, and it will deal true damage to the opponent based off of how much damage you did, so you can utilize it in such a way that you can sometimes get trades off that are all about just getting them to about, if they're like half HP and you deal 35% of their HP, usually the snapback will take over the rest of the amount of damage that you need to kill them. It's usually way better later on, though, than it is for the early game, because, of course, once you actually have crit and you're hitting so freaking hard, most champions will, like, die very quickly to just a few auto attacks from you. We are up a little bit of farm. I guess I was wrong about Katarina maybe having a chance of beating us. Honestly, this seems pretty easy so far. I'm just gonna hit her a little bit and then back away. I don't need to use Ignite, thankfully, but this is honestly looking not the best. I'll flash that, otherwise I die. Oh, wow. She actually dodged my Q again. That person is going to kill me and get a reset. I killed Tristana, though, because remember what I said earlier about how Yone, with his E, if you can deal a lot of damage, it's going to deal a lot of true damage. So I kind of did a good amount to the Tristana there, and then I just ignited. And then on the snap back, it did big damage, and then she died because of it, and my wave state is coming back towards me. Now, for itemization, we're just going Berserker Greaves very early on. The reason why Berserker Greaves is very good is because it helps out with usually outmaneuvering people. I'm not sure if people actually always go this, but in the past it always was just Berserker Greaves is best, because it's the most optimal way of usually fighting people. We're just going to damage her a little bit. As soon as my shield was going to expire, I just back away, but we made it so her Q didn't deal any damage, then we'll just get our Q3 again and just do it again. Basically, every single time you have Q3, you can sometimes just look very aggressively to just fight all the time, because Q3 with E allows you to go for, like, a attempt of fishing for it, where you fish for a ability, and if it misses, then it's okay. Like right there, I shielded myself, so it actually didn't really deal like much damage to me again. I'm about to reach level 6 as well, and when I reach level 6, that's huge. I feel like we can still win this. So that's why I just continued going in. And as you can see, like, my E range is so absurdly long that I can, like, still snap back so far and be okay. So the gank didn't really work out. Your ultimate is just a dash, and every single enemy champion that's within the zone when you use it before you blink will get hit by you and dragged, and then to the end of the destination of where this goes. And then you can usually chain it with, like, Q3 if you have that available. You can actually, like, get multiple people killed instantaneously when you're fed, when you have, like, 100% crit chance with other items, because when you land your ultimate, then it's just gonna, like, kill them instantly. Since, after landing R, you usually can do, like, one auto attack into Q3 into auto attack, and that's just, like, such a tremendous amount that there's nothing that they can really do about it. I'm gonna use my E here just to grab this and then back away. It's a safe way of, securing this stuff. Like, let's pretend that maybe Ambessa was a little bit stronger, she was level 6. Maybe I would get punished. Also, since Katarina was dead, I'm just gonna shove this out, because there's no reason not to. And we'll just leave. So we got everything that we wanted. We're gonna be going for Blade of the Ruined King first. It's a pretty standard item for him. Kraken Slayer is also apparently pretty good, but I do enjoy the Blade of the Ruined King. Otherwise, you could go Yun Tal too, maybe. I have seen Yun Tal in the past work okay, but I'm not going to do it this game, because if I was to go Yun Tal, I think I would prefer to have Legend of the Lifesteal, where I don't get the attack speed one, because this one means that I would not have any lifesteal, and I don't like that. I would only have 3% for my Dorans, and that's not really enough for me to feel like it's worth it. I'd rather have the way of sustaining myself in this lane, because I do really like having the sustain from the item. This Pyke is level 3. Jeez. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, this is whatever. We'll never ever really die to the Pyke because he's not really that strong. Hit her with a little bit of damage. Not that it really matters, though. And then we have Lifesteal to try to just get back some of our HP real fast. Also, we're trying to prep our Q3 as well, though. And then we'll just snap away. Ambessa ganks me. I'm completely fine. That was a nice try by them, but there's just no way that they can get me. This Pyke is really griefing. Have to admit. Darn it, dude. That was a close try, at least. I'm just gonna leave afterwards. Wow, she lives? One auto attack from you? Oh, you couldn't do it? That's okay. I mean, we're already winning so hard that doesn't really matter. We're good to go. My team is doing very, very well right now. Pyke is dead again somehow, too. Dang, he was able to get that too? Dang, okay. I'm surprised that Ivern's just able to run around and just take all the camps. It doesn't even matter. He's at no risk, I guess. The Riven's here, though. He might die this time. Definitely not going to be able to get away from every single fight, huh? Had a feeling she was just staying in there, so that's why I decided to go for her. That person dies. Knock that guy up. use the Blast Cone. I know that he'll just run afterwards, but we'll just sidestep it. And we have our Bork in base. We just have to go buy it. And when I finish Bork, you will feel kind of broken. Bork Spike on Yone is so absurdly strong. Because Bork, on-hit effects work on your Q, because your Q is basically an auto attack. And Bork is current HP, so the higher HP they are, the more damage you deal. If you deal a bunch of current HP damage, that kind of goes well with your E, because right as the beginning of the fight happens, I'm going to be dishing out a ton, and then as they start getting low, all of that damage that I've been dealing, which is more than usual, is going to be stored up, and then we just win, basically. We could probably fight this. We're not gonna be able to fight that guy because he's just gonna run away afterwards. And then that person dies because we just stay on top of her with red buff, and we have such crazy attack speed now. So your Q, I guess I have not really mentioned this, but I guess it was a given, also is lower CD, and your W, both with attack speed, which is why you build attack speed. You don't need to get CDR ever. There's no reason for it. And your E also is a pretty short cooldown once you have it maxed, which is at level 13. Level 13 spike on Yone is pretty incredible because you can just use your E on repeat to try to get people. I'm just gonna leave here and just walk over here and try to fight with this, whatever this is. I can't really get anybody else. I'm just too far away, but we have done everything that we needed to do. Every single time we're inside of a fight, we're just trying to land our W on multiple people because it gives you a much larger shield for each champion. And then beyond getting like more shield, we just need to be just auto-attacking and pressing Q, really. I mean, besides that, if you have your ultimate up, you can try to land a multi-man ultimate. When I don't have it, all it is just auto-attacks and Q, really. Just try to be auto-attack weaving in between your Q, and you're good to go. And you should be good for the rest of the game after you reach the point that I'm in. I'm trying to rotate to this. That person dies. We have level 11 now. I also have so much money. Usually at this point, if the enemy team doesn't give up, you can sometimes like do like 2v3 or 1v3 plays and kill everybody. It's kind of incredible, honestly. Huh. That was... that was pretty lucky. Okay, so, of course, I'm super fed, but I haven't spent my money yet. My ultimate, thankfully, was in such a good position to hit both parts of her blink, so no matter what, she couldn't really dodge it. And then I just used it because I was, at first, thinking maybe I could just outdamage her ultimate. I realized that I couldn't. And I had to just immediately use it and just hope that I could win there. It was risky what I was doing, but because I'm so fed and my teammates are also popping off, I'd like to limit tests more frequently because there's no reason not to, I feel. But yeah, we are extremely broken. And my ECD, of course, is getting lower and lower because I'm putting more points into it, and it's almost maxed now. So we're in a mighty fine spot. I'm just going to get my Q3 available here to see if I can maybe chase somebody. Like this cat. No, that last one should have hit her. But isn't that crazy that I can, like, chase that far? She's so far away. And it doesn't even matter with Flash. I could almost get her. That's the thing about Yone that's so convenient. Also, with lifesteal, as you can see, I'm just able to just get myself back up to full HP and just continue doing the same fights over and over again because since I crit so frequently, we're able to get so much lifesteal back from it, which is not really that balanced. Wow, she really ultied thinking that I was going to kill her, maybe? I'm not really sure there. I can't get her. It's not possible. But that's okay, because all that... Oh, you want to try to dodge my abilities. I see. You're just dead. I'm not sure why she wanted to try to outplay. Probably because I guess that the game just feels like it's over for her, maybe? But we just kill them too because we're just that strong. To beat Riven could be a bit of a challenge, depending on what she has. But it might honestly be possible if I can get Q3 up. You would be surprised. If from, like, minions. I don't really want to fight her without that. Oh my goodness, dude, I should have not been able to win that. I didn't even play it that well, but I did dodge for ultimate, which was good, though. And then we'll just base because we're just that fed, and we want to go spend our money. The next item would be Infinity Edge. Yone also does have the luxury of having dual type of damage, because every second auto attack does 50% of that damage as magic damage, but the magic damage can crit. And, of course, his E is nice because it does the true damage. So, depending on itemization of people, sometimes you can get away with... your ultimate also does dual types of damage, but you just kind of have a very efficient way of killing people, even if they have some armor. Let me just check the brush, because sometimes people stand in there. And then she's just dead because that's how Yone works. As you can see, like, once you just get a little bit strong, you just auto-attack them a few times and they die. This is why Yone's a scaling champion. You can kind of int on Yone and become strong, similar to Yasuo, because the only thing that matters is just getting to your 3 items. Even if the enemy team is also slightly ahead on you, usually your 3 items is so absurdly strong that you can usually outplay them, if you're good enough. And I'm just going to continue hitting this for a little bit. I mean, I see that my team is trying to make a play happen. I'm just wondering if there's any way for me to assist with it. Aw, darn it. Oh, wait. I can actually maybe kill that guy with 1 Q if I just landed it, but I'm pretty sure it's over now. Because the problem is if you didn't know, if Yone uses Q, you can't buffer it when you get stunned. I didn't realize that. If you use Q and you're about to get stunned by somebody, your Q does not go off. I always think that's how it works, and that's... I don't know if maybe it was different in the past, but because of that interaction, I'm using my Q, and I'm getting stunned, and then my Q's not up because I used it, and it didn't work. So that is something to think about. Now, another thing to know is that, like, okay, also, look, it says on the line here, I didn't even realize this exists. This ability acts like an attack. It can crit for 800. It just literally tells you. 800 on a 1-second cooldown. And that doesn't even count that you can auto-attack weave in between it. That's why Yone scales, right? Think about how much damage a champion can deal if they're dealing 800 freaking damage in between auto-attacks. Within, like, 3 seconds, that's, like, over 3,000 damage easily. Without, like, any other abilities, really. So, yeah. Despite that, though, we still need to have a method of, getting on top of people with our Q3. Because I don't really have a good method of doing that with my current power level without minions. Minions are kind of important. So, yeah, they just, like, all die. I mean, I just deal way too much. There's literally nothing that they can ever do. We do have shield bow, too, so I'm pretty, good on that, obviously. She is going to die, too. So, that was Yone mid. I don't really play this champion very frequently, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Because it was so stompy and kind of a short one, I'm going to try to do a game 2 of it and see if maybe the game won't be as, like, crazy for my teammates. And, yeah, we'll see. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and learned something about him. And then in the future, on this game 2, we'll see if maybe it's a more challenging one where a comeback will need to be done. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Farewell. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to game number 2 of the, Yone. And now we're playing versus Anivia. She has, like, way better attack range than us, even with auto attacks. So, a lot of times if you step up, she'll, like, just auto attack you 3 times and just try to trigger Electrocute, which she does have. She'll do, like, auto attack into E. So I will be getting poked down with almost feeling like there's, like, no way to stop the poke, but I do have a Nunu to gank, although Anivia's very good at, obviously, preventing ganks pretty easily. Because Anivia can just wall. Got me. Let's at least shield myself, so maybe I think I defended against that one singular hit. But we are supposed to be losing during the early game, in my opinion at least. We'll be slightly down. She does have TP and not Ignite. Some Anivias actually run very aggressive Ignite, so I'm glad that that's not the case. There's no way to get her here. Because she still has wall, because she just reached level 3 herself, which is why. Let's Q her and just back away. I do appreciate him at least being in the area for a moment. I could have maybe reset on the wave crash because it was kind of convenient that he was there at the timing, but probably okay to also farm. Because I already took the damage from it, I was maybe going to snap back earlier. I decided just to use my W and just hit her back a little bit because we still have our potions available, and this will slow push back towards us, so I could probably just farm it underneath the turret unless they just set up like a dive or something. Usually at this moment is like the riskiest part of stepping up, because if you step up ever, she'll probably just like try to immediately initiate on you. I'm just going to hit one thing. Use W for no reason. That was a mistake, but that's okay. I'm just going to press my potion just to heal myself back up. And it looks like she backed away for now. We're only down 3 farms, so I would say it's pretty successful with, like, not getting completely crushed just yet. Oh, we can't kill. That's fine. We'll just leave. I don't think that if I continue going forward, it could have ended up very good because Hecarim was there, I think. That's why I didn't really commit further. But at least we got her egg. I only used Ignite. Killing this person should be a bit of a chore, if anything. But I'll just, like, hit the turn just back away, because I don't think that I can kill her with, like, my current level of HP that I have. She also doesn't have mana for the next wave, so it should slow push back towards us. And we will just... Is it fine going Vamp Scepter? I don't even know if going Vamp Scepter is okay. Vamp Scepter clearly is nice because you can get lifesteal, but There's a possibility that maybe going boots plus, like, double dagger could have been more beneficial for not getting hit as frequently, which might outpace it, because you don't really sustain yourself that much with only Vamp Scepter. It's, like, okay, but we're not in Irelia. Irelia heals for a lot because her Q heals for a ridiculous amount, but in our case, we kind of only have a little bit of damage from our Q. We don't deal the bonus damage to minions or anything like that. I'm not going to be fighting this just yet. I just want to make sure I don't miss the cannon. So I got that. She reaches level 6, that's fine. She'll continue hitting me, I don't mind. Damn, never mind. This guy's a Nivea legend, I guess. I mean, how am I supposed to play this? I could have probably won that, but... Holy crap, I'm so lucky. I did play it, honestly, okay. Like, obviously, there was a huge mistake. The biggest mistake is I could have landed Q3 after landing my ultimate onto Anivia, but Anivia realized that she could kill me, so all she did was prepare herself to get me at my E, but I knew I was going to reach level 6 because, I mean, she was level 6 too, and of course, I'm aware that I am close at level 6, so I just killed the wave instead to get 6 to cancel her ultimate, so then she can't kill me, which allowed me to, like, somewhat turn it around. But, obviously, that Q3 that I threw was bad. That was, like, my biggest mistake. Otherwise, not bad, not too shabby. We did okay. And that's kind of what I was talking about with, like, having level 1 boot plus dagger so I can use my Q more frequently might be better than Vamp Scepter, because who cares about having lifesteal if I never can get on top of her? Because she was just, like, hiding the crap out of me, and there was no way for me to realistically, like, play the game. That's why Berserker Greaves feels really good to get, like, early on if you can. Oh? I shielded myself, which is pretty convenient. I don't think I can get this guy. Oh, never mind, I can. I won't die here. She is very low. She has no mana. I had lethal tempo stacked and stuff. I feel like a 1-for-1 fight is definitely not too shabby. We'll just back away. Honestly, because she has no mana, I'm kind of down to just stick around and continue fighting. I'm just going to try to get my Q3 up here. And also, like, the smallest amount of lifesteal ever. But the goal of this is to make it so I can just stick around because she's so She might try to, like, shove in very aggressively with her R. We'll see. Get my Q3 up. I just want the plate for myself. Land my W onto her at the very end. The turret shot hit me before the shield, darn. But still, we have a little bit of lifesteal, and we got a plate for ourselves because she is a mana champion, and I'm just trying to abuse that she has no mana right now. This is still really, really good. Amazing pressure, at least. Probably just dead here, sadly. That's my own fault for being too aggressive with it. I don't know if Nunu can survive, but if he can, that's great. Oh, wait, he has Phase Rush? He might be able to get out? He has his ultimate? Oh, the Nivea wall was kind of crazy. He used his ultimate, but it's not enough, and Kayle died, and she doesn't even have an R, so somehow me killing top lane has ended up with 3 of us dying. Okay, well, my bad, I guess? I know that Kayle has been kind of getting destroyed. I come all the way top to KSU, dude. It's true. I did take it away. I was gonna be like, my bad. I mean, I totally should just, I guess, leave you on an island in the future. You're clearly handling the lane just on her own fine, being 0 and 4 and all, so... Now she doesn't care after being 0-4? Ooh. We see that Hecarim's bot side. He is coming for this. I can get my Q3 up, but honestly, fighting him is like another thing. Ooh, there is like more fights breaking out, but I am here though. I don't think that we can really catch them. I can't really get on top of them, but I could get Q3 up if Anivia tries to fight us. But it's not going to happen. She's just down here just to, like, make sure that nothing bad happens. In the end, though, it got us Scuttle Crab, I guess. Not going to get hit by anything. We're just going to snap away because I do not want to get hit. Oh my gosh, she was able to handle the Cassio on her own. Holy crap, well played. Just shield myself. I have Seraphine here, but she didn't heal me with her W for some reason. That's okay. We still have lifesteal. It's pretty chill. We'll just continue just healing ourselves and just waiting for my next E opportunity because probably not the easiest to get on top of her. You know, we can probably egg her. Why not? I feel like egging her probably is worth it. Because it is kind of annoying having to kill her when she has that up, and now she doesn't. So, the outplay there was that I couldn't use my E to go over very, very thin walls. So I went over a thin wall, which helped out a lot. I don't think that we can deal enough to win this, so I'm just gonna leave. We have our Bork in base now, so I'm feeling very good. Nice try on Hecarim's gank. And then we are also on tier 3 boots, which is amazing. Feeling very confident right now, because my next purchase of the Bork is going to allow me to finally fight this Anivia again on like a pretty equal amount of feeling as though we both can shred each other. Because previously, all I can really do is just sustain myself over and over again, I felt. She really doesn't want me to base, which is a bit understandable. Blade the Rune King is done. We'll just go Shield Bow next, because Shield Bow will give us, of course, some survivability. And now, even though she's HP tanky on Anivia, we'll be able to deal a lot with the current HP of the Bork damage. Ooh, that's okay though, because using your wall is pretty dang bad for her, because now she doesn't have it, it gives us a better opportunity to fight. Wow, I can't believe that they tried that. What on earth was that? Dude, my champion is honestly, once you get to like this stage with I'm fast, I have my E, my ultimate available, it's not that easy to really gank me, especially if I'm full HP. I don't think that even in like the best possible gank that ever works, so I don't even know what they were trying to do, thinking that they could ever like get me there. It would probably be better to like counter gank me going aggressive more than going in the way that they did. But we are popping the heck off, and we are kind of like the main carry right now. I can even maybe do these, honestly. She'll just run away, but look how much damage this will deal. See, I'm pressing my Q3 not there. I'm actually pressing it way before, but if you press it on the way back with your E, it automatically goes off, which is the problem that I keep on making a mistake with. Because it, like, yeah, it goes off immediately. I wish that it didn't work that way, but it does. Isn't Hecarim going to come over to this side? And if he does, then I can just kill him. Honestly, he's probably just going to leave. We'll see. He could try to fight me if he wants to, but I think I would just win. Yeah. Because I'm starting to get to the stage where I become extremely broken with my E. As long as my E is up and I have, like, good attack speed and my lethal tempo starts triggering, then I can keep the, fight very easily going in my favor, because I can chase with my E, because it also gives ramping. That was bad, but I wonder if I can even bait her. It's not going to bait her, but I don't even think that I want to go in. I have a full shield bow right now. I'm extremely broken. We are busted as heck now. This is like a massive, massive spike point. We can, like, kill Milio in, like, 4 auto attacks, so you can, like, prep Q somewhere, just go over a wall and just die people underneath turret. It's really crazy. Of course, if there's other people there, people, like, waiting for you, that you can maybe be killed, but otherwise, there's nothing that they can really do to get you. I don't think that we can get this guy, can we? Damn, she almost dies, even though I, like, barely landed anything. Flash auto. Just wait for my next one. Don't really want to mess around with somebody who's strong like that, so... The Cassio thought that she could fight me, but as long as I just sidestep her ultimate, there's no freaking way that I ever lose. I'm just way too fed. I also still have shield bow, too, so it's another big part of it. Darn, dude. I don't die or anything, but it did make me take a little bit of a chunk. I just need to probably land one more Q and that guy dies. Still pretty good, though, for us. I mean, I kind of have 1,000 gold bounty on myself because of how fed I am, and also we already have, like, almost all of the dragons to the point that we have soul. Having soul this early is kind of ridiculous. We will just buy probably more crit. I feel like I'd... actually, we'll buy a pickaxe. We just go Infinity Edge into Death Stance, and then we become so broken after that. Once I have Death Stance, then I'll be very, very tanky. Dang it, I couldn't auto-attack. Oh my goodness, the Ash Arrow to kill me. Does that guy die? Oh well, it's my fault because I made it so I lost my shield bow, otherwise that actually would have been fine. The shield bow, I lost earlier because I tried to dive that Milio over here, which obviously was, like, never gonna work, but I don't really care because I was just stat fed that I just wanted to do something crazy and see if it would maybe work. If I was lucky. Anyways, Kale is going to be a huge menace for the enemy team this game, I feel. Even if she, like, dies here and stuff, she's already plenty fed. She can always pop off. Like, look how close she was to even getting those kills there. I'm just going to take this portal just to get the red buff immediately. I hope that Nunu can win 1v1 versus that guy. Otherwise, I can get up there pretty fast. Oh, nice. He actually does win 1v1. That's crazy. Let's just start split pushing for now. Because Ezreal is going to just take mid, and there's no reason for me to probably do that. Dude, I'm so slow, my movement speed. My movement speed is so slow. There's no way to get to this fight fast enough, but Ezreal's popping off really hard, so I'm down to see if it can clean up afterwards. I just can't be there during the initial fight, right? Nah, there's no way to get these guys. I'll just back away. I was thinking about maybe going for Millia with my ultimate, but I think that it probably would just be wasted immediately. So I decided against it. Dang it, dude. Really? And then Ezreal can't help. I got Hecker multied, which is the only reason why I died, because then I can't land that final Q. Oh, my mistake. We did almost kill Milio again. I guess that I just always have to be trying to kill him, and I'm getting myself killed. Well, actually, I would have killed him if he didn't flash, but I didn't really want to be dying to Cassio the way that I did either. It's kind of just a bloodbath game. And I want to get more kills. We're just gonna go for Soul, obviously. That's spawning. Our fights are over not really anything besides just trying to get more fights going. That's about it. We probably should just be split pushing like Kale and just letting them come to us. Would be easier to fight than me joining, because you can see that I've, like, under-leveled after that. I'll just go help out with doing the objective immediately. There's no reason not to. What? Damn, look at her movement speed. She's so crazy fast. My R isn't up for a little bit. Huh. So Cassio just presses R. The Kale is not going to be part of the fight for some reason. She decides to do a split push without, like, just being part of the fight with, like, using her TP way earlier. Apparently I get 100 zeroed by the Cassio because her E makes it, or not her E, but her W ruins the fight. The enemy team comp honestly is better than ours for, like, team fighting, because they just have, like, a super straightforward, we just land CC and it's over. But, oh well. Partially my mistake, probably bigger mistake on Kale's end for whatever she's trying to do to only care about playing for herself, which is, She is TPing away thinking that they're ganking her when they're just going for Baron, obviously. Huh. Well, team, I'm sorry. I guess my couple deaths have honestly thrown the game to the point that, there's not much that I can really do. Hit him, so at least I get an assist. Not gonna get hit by that, otherwise I die. And then we'll just lifesteal a little bit just to heal myself back up a little. I don't really care about getting the blue buff. All I really care about is still healing. I was hoping that maybe somebody would be here, but they're not. Bummer. Whatever, I'll just go leave then. We'll go do something else in the meantime. Oh, there's a Hecarim there. I can't really help out with this fight very easily because I just used my E. The 343 true damage got him very low. He's almost dead. I think he should die after that. And then I just need 400 gold for Infinity Edge Spike, which is gonna be so crazy strong if we get to that. It's kind of what I've been waiting for. I was just hoping to, like, get to the advantage, like, way sooner than later. But I made too many mistakes. Do I care about using my R on, like, Anivia here? Try to kill them? Probably not. Maybe if I had Q3 up. Dang it. That one last Q could have been... You know what? That didn't really deal as much damage as I thought, too. So, maybe that as well. I don't know why he did that. I'm not gonna chase this. I'm just gonna go buy my item. I've been waiting for this Infinity Edge for a long time. I'm not gonna just have the game end before me getting it, at least, even if I'm not able to do much with it. Okay, we should be able to because Kayle died. I thought maybe Kayle was just gonna be able to, like, win versus everybody and just end the game, potentially, because she is late game Kayle already. But she died. So the game will continue. Still need that Death Dance. What's cool is that we can do stuff like this, too, where I'm just, like, taking the crap out of this turret, and all they can do is try to, like, arrow me, but otherwise I do it from such a far distance, it's very difficult for them to do anything about it. Dude, Nunu, you're actually kind of, like, ruining the fight more than you being here. I don't know why, but I felt like I was getting body blocked by my own teammate. Holy crap, that didn't kill everybody? Are you serious? That combo was... how, dude? That combo was so good. I was able to go lifesteal and get my Q3 up. Man, I can't believe that, like, nobody died from it. Not nobody, obviously some people did, but I kind of was expecting a little bit of a better outcome. Darn. Anyways, looks like the game's over. Glad that I was able to get more money for this fight and stuff. We can just, like, walk forward at her and probably just, like, Q and she just dies. And that's GG. This Anivia's gonna try to kill me. Nice. So that was game 2 of Yone. As you can see, when you get to the stage of just having some attack speed, that's when it gets really crazy for fighting people. Your team fight prowess is also crazy if you ever can, like, catch people where they're all grouping, because if you have Q3 up, your ultimate is able to CC them into a CC lock, like, twice in a row, but you're also hitting them for a tremendous amount of crit damage, and that just, like, can take over the team fight pretty easily. But did most damage on my team, and yeah. So thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a great day. Stay tuned for Arena. Farewell. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Arena section of the Yone. I'm just going to take stats and just see what we get, because if it gives us crit, that'd be kind of cool. Okay, it did not give us crit just yet. That's also a pretty bad roll, but I'll still take it. I'd rather have it. And we did get crit, but a terrible roll, so I'll just take the random ones. We got Magic Pen and Unbreakable. Damn. Well, definitely terrible beginning for at least that stat, but Silver Augments usually aren't supposed to be that game-changing, so that's okay. It's not the end of the world for us. There is some unique things you can do with Yone and Yasuo in this game mode, which is you can buy Rite of Ruin, which will give you an absurd amount of shielding because Rite of Ruin gives you crit and it's an AP item. But what's super convenient about it is that it also will allow you to... Oh, geez, you went over there? Can you tag that guy? That's fine. Tag this person now? Okay, I'll just go take this plant. Just one of them. Probably better to have the plant than not. Anyways, what I was trying to say is that Rite of Ruin it gives you a shield every single time based off of your crit chance. And because of that, and Yone and Yasuo having, like, no cooldown on their ability, it just is very busted. This is why I feel like we should just be going for this Galio, brother. Also, there was probably no reason to flash there either, but it's okay. I'll just, like, go for this plant instead. Because as long as we continue interrupting his Q, he can't really do too much. That's what I really care about, just the Q being interrupted. That's why I figured in the end we would just win, but it does kind of suck that we gave him a bunch of stacks, I guess. Oh, they got a kill, so they got a little bit of money, too. Darn. Wait, what does Aurelion Soul have? Wait, I just realized that he has a Prismatic. Did he just get, like, a maximum amount of stacks for that round from, Doomsayer, potentially? Because if so, that's rough. But yeah, you can, like, smash Q, and your Rite of Ruin will just shield for so much that you just get to kind of never die. I don't really like going that item, because I find it, like, boring as heck, but I might go it just because it's that busted, potentially. Because I could literally get it right now. Not that it's necessarily that crazy to probably have it early on. But it's still a very powerful thing to have. Do I want it immediately? Not really. If I go Collector to try to get the kills because I have a support, I can get bonus money, which is kind of cool. I do enjoy that. Let's just go any item. Let's just get Infinity Edge, yeah. Let's save our money and try to make it so I can buy other anvils of whatever. I don't know if I'm going to be committing for anvils of one thing over the other, but there's so many crit items in the game, and I'm honestly down for all of them. Okay, so she's almost dead. I mean, clearly. Unfortunately, I got stunned, so my Q doesn't go off. I wonder if this guy can even survive before I can get rezzed. Yone Q got canceled because Yone Q, if you're stunned, doesn't work that way. So, he didn't get any of the plants, darn. I don't know if this is possible to win now. Oh, I even hit her, dude. I literally predicted when she was going to do it and was still able to land the Q and it still doesn't matter. That's sad. Oh, well. The good news, though, is that we already, like, spent our, like, money in a way where, like, Collector was supposed to win us this round, and this is still probably about as strong as I would be with Collector. But yet I saved a bunch of money, which means that I can use it for something else. But what sucks is that we didn't get any kills, so I could have been at 1,000 gold because he had 250 per kill for the first kill. I can make it where my on-hit effects... I can get, like, more HP from this, kind of. And I can trigger on hit effects more frequently. But because we already crit, or, like, committed for crit, I think that's probably not the best choice anymore. I'd probably rather have anything that is like that. Sword of the Divine. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so Sword of the Divine is that you can now overcap your crit. Wonderful news. Yone already, like, can cap his crit so quickly, and then your crits can crit based off of the overcapped amount. So it can crit up to 75% more right now. He's sharing the plants with me a little bit, but I think that I need to have a tag on him. Yeah, because otherwise I just die too fast. Usually having some attack speed is better than what I have, which is just straight up damage, but I do think the straight up damage can eventually outpace, because not having any attack speed means that my QCD is, as you can see, extremely long. We're kind of extremely long CDs right now. But next round is when we can finally buy attack speed stuff. I think the strongest attack speed item in the game is Phantom Dancer, I believe, because it gives you way more than all of the other ones, so I'm gonna probably just get that. I could go Shield Bow as well, but I just believe that's not really the thing that I want. I could also go Bork if I wanted that as well. I'm not gonna do that, though. I'm just gonna do stat bonuses, too. Do I want to overcap my crit or get random stuff? Because it could be crit or attack speed, because I kind of want both. I got Swiftness and Might, which is 80 and AP, but it's also attack speed and ability haste. I think that's better than getting just the straight crit, because I need to be able to attack fast to be able to trigger my Brahms abilities. So you can see it's way easier now to do stuff, because finally I have this. Also, how much can we crit for now? Up to 100% bonus. Nice. My teammate is sharing the plant with me, which is amazing. Damn, dude, I am literally critting for so much right now. Like, I hit so hard. You can see that this has done 4,000 damage so far. I wish that I could have looked at it beforehand to know how much it did, because I wasn't really paying attention to it. But that is something that I should think about, too. Whenever my teammate leaves me and he's getting plants, I just realized that's actually super efficient for us, because he's able to help me. Huh, I never really thought about that. Cool, cool, cool. A lot of on-hit related stuff, which doesn't really matter. Bonus attack range is, like, okay. I'm gonna just do one reroll just to see what I got. Vanish, huh? I'll take the bonus attack range. I mean, you can see that I hit from a pretty far distance now, but it doesn't really mesh well with my Q, it feels like. Sometimes I feel like having that type of thing and also having a dash move makes it kind of not worth to do that type of thing, but... Whoa, dude. Wow. We'll just let him go. Honestly, there's probably no way for him to win this. Wow, I can do that? I didn't know if I can get over that wall or not. I decided to get the plant in a unique way. My apologies, you have Heartsteel. You're right. We should just be stalling if we're going to win. But yeah, again, when we auto-attack people or hit them just a tiny little bit with our damage, we're gonna kill them instantly. Other things that we could get, if we saved up for a Prismatic, would be like, Hamstringer does damage based off of the crit, which would be kind of interesting to have. I guess Diamond Tip Spear also would increase my attack range further, which would be also interesting. But I would have to... probably then save up my money somehow by buying a legendary, and I don't think that's really smart. I'd rather just buy this stuff now. So I'm just gonna buy Mortal. Now we have Armor Pen and also Lifesteal too. so we can dish out even more. Also, we're just, like, overcapping our crit by a significant amount, but that's okay because we're now up to 125% of our crits can crit for that amount. Awesome. Cool. Honestly, I think that I might die here because I die kind of quickly. Even though I was just, like, standing still and dealing a lot, I never really used my ultimate, and then as soon as he gooped me, I realized I was stuck, and that ruined everything, didn't it? But when I get rezzed, there might be a possibility of still winning this. That guy dies. And then we kill him with the E. Because once we have good damage on him with the E, when we snap back, I mean, dealing that amount as true damage is absurd. So I did 700 there, and that just does way too much. Is there any way to make it so I'm, like, literally one-shotting people? I doubt it, right? Ooh, Omnivamp would be honestly really crazy, but Fortune Shard on round 7, this is, like, one of the earliest ones you can usually get. So I'd prefer to just have that. This also will help out if we really did want to find more prismatics. Another prismatic that wouldn't be that bad is honestly Twin Mask and sharing my teammates' stats. That's not that bad. Do I want to do that, though? You know what? I'll just continue buying more. We'll just take more crit, again. And we'll just take random shards. We got Magic Pen and Armor. That's okay. I mean, Magic Pen still is, like, somewhat useful because I do kind of deal magic damage on my second auto. Oh my goodness, I die immediately. Jeez, that hurts so freaking bad. I literally am dead so freaking fast. Oh my gosh. My Braum is kind of tanky, but he should probably be building support items to assist at this point. I think I need a Knight's Vow, if possible. Because I kind of die immediately, because I don't have Lifesteal. That guy is not going to survive this time. Okay, he is going to survive. I'm gonna die, and Braum's not gonna be able to win, because Braum doesn't have a way to get into the fight, really. Oh well. Our mistake. Braum's only really CC for our team. He doesn't really have... He has, like, a tanky build going, but his tanky build doesn't really do anything yet. There's a possibility that he could honestly get really busted later on, but right now, all he does is just survive. Somewhat okay. Obviously, he doesn't survive completely because he dies, and then I die very, very quickly because I have, like, no way to sustain myself. Can you go Knight's Vow? Halo Blades and press the attack. Fan the hammer doesn't make much sense. If I went Jewel Gauntlet, does Jewel Gauntlet work on Yone Q to make it so I can crit for even more? Because that would be interesting. Mystic Punch reduces the CD of... Oh my goodness. Does that work the way that I think it does? I have no idea how this works. Oh, it does work that way. Interesting. So it completely resets my Q completely. If I just mash Q as fast as humanly possible, it will always go off as long as I'm not CC'd. Okay. Well, anyways. Yeah, we just, like, mash Q and we'll win at this point. Yeah. I mean, we can tell what he wants to do. He just wants to go over here to save his teammate. Oh my goodness, dude. You almost can kill me. That's crazy. Anyways, it's not going to be enough, though. Damn, I don't even know what was killing me there. Was that just his E and that's it? Ouch. Freaking hurt. So, this is where if I buy Rite of Ruin, we probably just win the game, but it just feels so strange and cheesy to do that. But it would make it so every single time I press Q, I get a shield, and yeah, it just is ridiculous. I guess I can show it. I very rarely play these champions in the first place, but now every single time I basically am pressing Q, it's going to be giving me a shield, which I know it doesn't stack and stuff, but in the middle of a fight, usually it will get so busted where it will just feel like it doesn't have a cooldown whatsoever. I should probably never ever use my W, really. Let's just buy more anvils, too, because if I get lucky and stuff, then we can maybe just reset, or not reset, but find a prismatic and get, like, a Omnivamp shard. Another thing that could have been good is getting, like, a healing, too, because I have no healing. Yeah. I don't even really want to burn my abilities on this guy, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Do you want more Heartsteel stacks? Yeah, I can give it to you, I guess. Because I don't have to kill this guy if you don't want to. Hopefully we're not going to lose from this, but I know that my teammate wants Heartsteel stacks, and I'm just wondering if it's, like, important for me to kill them or not. Okay, cool, you got the Heartsteel, I heard it. All that stalling was just for my teammate's Heartsteel. I mean, he has almost 3,000 at this point. He has 9,000 HP. Yeah, so Rite of Ruin for that round. Rite of Ruin also, I believe, doesn't even... This isn't how many shields I generated. This is legitimately how much it blocked. So that round, it blocked 17,000. Wow, we got critical strike damage. That's insane. And then let's just buy more stat anvils. Let's just buy more random ones. Always down for that. Kind of want the lethality one just so I hit harder, because I feel like I already have enough crit at this point to feel happy with. Our crit chance is 400%. Each crit has a random bonus critical strike damage up to 200% of that value. Okay, Master Yi, I guess, maybe can kill us. Depends on if I get CC chained. Suppose. Oh no, CC. It wasn't enough because the damage at the very end because of the explosion from Deceive. Oh, wait a second, but if we get rezzed, it's fine. I mean, we're both going to get rezzed because neither tank can kill each other. Nice. We were able to win in the end. And we blocked now for 43,000. Just to be clear on how disgustingly busted that is. It's definitely not fair. We will just take Lightning Strike, so we attack even faster, and then we will just take, more attack speed, so we just attack even faster. The only thing that really matters is pressing E first before anything else. That's really all I care about. If I use that, then there's no way to lose. Huh. That's kind of funny that I just, like, went all the way over there. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm actually going to die, probably, because I don't think that I can, lifesteal back. Because once I start dying and they have anti-heal and I still don't have, like, any Omnivamp, I have 5%, it's kind of, super low. And Udyr kind of does burn us to death because he has vulnerability. How Udyr works is that he has vulnerability with his R, and it's critting, which is hitting so freaking hard, but that's my own fault because I'm kind of just, like, not really too excited about playing something so strange. But hey, they were, like, extremely busted too, and we lost, so this isn't something that I should say is so busted that you're just supposed to automatically win, right? Or I'm treating it that way, but we lost, right? Udyr is kind of a gross champion in this game mode, though. You can see that they are also an abuser of this item. You can see that that guy has double the amount on his Rite of Ruin compared to me. So yeah, I should be going, like, just lifesteal, right? I feel like that has to be the best choice. Otherwise, I could also go, like, Mercurial, so I don't get CC'd as often. But I kind of want to have the, this. I'm wondering if our auto attacks honestly deal more damage than my Q versus some people because I am maybe fighting people with less MR sometimes too. What does she even use? Why is she even like that? I'm mashing my keyboard as fast as I can, and it's not possible to stop Rel perma CC once I'm near her. Thank goodness I even killed the E in the first place. My gosh. I cannot see anything going on. Dude, Rel is so absurd. What? That's crazy how long it takes to kill her. Like, my goodness, dude. That is so wild. I'm so surprised. Do I have a need Phantom Dancer at this point? Maybe I should sell that and just buy another Prismatic and just get... Oh my gosh, I can't believe we got one of the best possible things we could, which is just reducing the amount of damage that people deal to me by, like, a percentage now, because this reduces the abilities by 10%, and also, like, is a pretty substantial amount of magic resist. This is way better than Phantom Dancer, probably. So now we're slightly tanky, too. This guy... Wait, is there 2 Udyrs with vulnerability? Oh my gosh. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, I mean, I just smashed my keyboard, so... Alright, we're versus these other people. This person says GG's. I don't know if that is implying that we lose or implying that they win. But we'll pot up, get some attack speed, and get ready to do the last fight. This Akali has 9,000 HP. They also have a pretty tremendous amount of armor and magic resist on both of them because they have, like... Oh, no. They don't both have twin mass, but... I guess the curse power, maybe? Yeah, the Udyr is the one that does more damage than Akali, but Akali did build stuff specifically to try to counter us. Do we have anti-heal? Yeah, I have the anti-heal. I mean, I have a little bit of magic resist myself, I guess. Ouch. Oh, he has duality. Yikes. Yeah, that's probably not something we can deal with, huh? I'm not gonna go for him just yet, though. I'm gonna take the portal first and then go over. But then he just leaves. Okay, cool. So we managed to get a CC chain because of the stun from Braum, which was very good. And then once he gets CC chain, then we just, like, lock him down and we just kill, because there's no way for them to play the game once I lock them in place, and I just smash Q on my keyboard. So anyways, thanks for watching. This is kind of like how you play Yone inside a Summoner's Rift as well, so if you want a high-intensity, super difficult champion that doesn't totally just smash Q, then this is your pick. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.